Chris has returned to the dojo after an injury.
Just went over to the side on my ankle.
You need to find the level which you can train at.
The dojo isn't just a place to pass a grade, it's to learn something to improve your life. Each day you look in the mirror and you look at that person and you go, I'm better than yesterday. Today we had our mid-year training. Chris has returned to the dojo after an injury, a quite severe injury on his ankle that happened due to him running, and he sprained his ankle, and it's put him back quite a bit.
When you're training with someone who has an injury or has difficulty doing a movement or has a previous injury, then you really need to not tone it down, but you need to find a way around it. So it was still good training, but you need to find the level which you can train at and the level which they can train at, so you kind of meet in the middle.
So it was a Sunday afternoon and I decided I was going to go out for a run. I hadn't been very active that day, so I thought, right, going to go out, just have a short little couple of miles, just do a little bit of jogging. And, you know, I was like 200, 300 meters from my house, and I was on flat pavement. You know, there wasn't any undulating ground, and I don't know how I hit the pavement, but I just went over to the side on my ankle and collapsed in a heap on the road, and quickly kind of scrambled back onto the to the path, tried to get back up onto my feet, and it was just agony. Like, I could not stand on my foot, kind of hobbled a few steps, and then, you know, had to call for help, and my ankle just swelled up instantly. Like, it was really bad, and had to go to the hospital, got that checked out, got it x-rayed, and the doctors said I hadn't broken it, but it was a very nasty sprain. It was a grade 3 sprain, which is the worst one you can get, where you've torn the ligament, so it's going to be a long time to repair it. So for a couple of months I'm, you know, hobbling around, you know, walking around on the crutches, and I have to go and see the physiotherapist, and I get these exercises to do, so I'm trying to build up the strength and flexibility and stability in the ankle joint once again. But very frustrating, and of course it means that I can't get into the dojo and I can't do any training, because this is just going to aggravate the sprain. But now I feel like I've recovered enough that I can slowly start to return to training. And obviously this is the first time I'm returning back. And what is great is Raj has got this fantastic knowledge of anatomy, of rehabilitation exercises, and how you can heal yourself.
We've also worked specifically today on work around the ankles and how to strengthen them, and how to make them mobile, and how to use them in a martial sense. Shift forwards, come back to second one. We practice marvelous martial arts, as is coined by Marcus.
Marvelous martial arts.
And it's interesting that in a martial art that is so devastating, that has got so many avenues where you can get injuries, that neither of the senior grades, in fact none of the senior grades who have injuries, have acquired them through martial arts.
Yeah, I think the lesson here is don't go running.
So with the mid-year training, we did some work on keri. We did work with hambo as well. So there was lots of striking, not so much grappling as well, because Chris, who's got an injury, you know, I didn't want him to get into to the point where he might push his ankle and injure it further. So we had to work to all abilities.
Well, we did hambo.
Hambo is a weakness for me and Ashley, I'm going to admit it. So we wanted to focus our attention on the short staff to improve our competency.
It was a fun day, and it was nice to see a lot of bodies in the dojo.
Gradings. Nobody likes to do them. Everybody would like to train, and they would like to get an ability. Nobody likes being tested.
I've had my thoughts on the next test for a little while. I'm still at the stage where I'm thinking about it too much instead of doing it. Just in terms of how much is required, it's basically paralysis by analysis. You see what's on the paper, you see what you need to do, and everything else that is required to meet that grade. And it's a little bit daunting.
Everybody did their best. Everybody learned something, and everybody took something away that they can practice next time. The dojo isn't just a place to pass a grade just so that you get another fancy color belt or you get another certificate for your wall. It's to learn something to improve your life for the betterment of yourself. And the important thing is they keep practicing, they keep learning, they keep getting better. And that's all we can ask for, that each day you look in the mirror and you look at that person and you go, I'm better than yesterday.
What's great is I still came away with loads from that session, including, most importantly, which is going to improve my life, is the ankle rehabilitation routine. And of course, we got to focus on hambo.